What made the high school legend become a legend? Ms. Keller treated her chemistry classroom like a courtroom. Zero tolerance for disruption, zero exceptions. She'd failed 3 students for insubordination in her first month and wore those casualties like badges of honor. Her voice could cut glass, her stare could freeze water, and her rules were carved in stone. Students whispered she'd transferred from 3 schools in 2 years. Liam Rivera was everything Keller wasn't. Quiet, straight A's, responsible beyond his years. While other kids complained about chores, Liam had been the man of his house since 12. His mom worked double shifts at the hospital, leaving Liam to handle groceries, laundry, homework, and most critically, monitoring his 8-year-old brother Noah's type 1 diabetes. Noah's blood sugar was unpredictable and dangerous. Liam had found him unconscious twice in the past year. The kid wore a glucose monitor that sent emergency alerts directly to Liam's phone. It wasn't convenience, it was life or death. That Tuesday, Keller droned about molecular bonds while Liam sat 3rd row back, mentally calculating when Noah would need his afternoon snack. Then his phone buzzed during her lecture. In her silent classroom, it sounded like a gunshot. She stopped mid-sentence, laser-focused, like a predator sensing prey. Phone, now detention for a week. Liam's face went pale. He recognized that buzz pattern. Noah's emergency alert. Ma'am, I need to check this. My brother, I don't care if it's the president. Hand it over. The phone buzzed again, then again. Liam could see the screen lighting up through his pocket. Noah's emergency contact flashing like a beacon. His hands shook as familiar panic crept up his throat. He'd explained this to every teacher, given them all the medical documentation. Please, my brother has type 1 diabetes. This could be excuses. Same sob story every student uses. Keller's voice was ice. Security will escort you out if you don't comply. Around the room, 28 students watched in stunned silence. Everyone knew about Liam's situation. Everyone except Keller, who apparently couldn't be bothered reading student medical files. Liam looked at the phone lighting up frantically, then at Keller's stone-cold expression. His brother was probably sprawled on the living room floor right now, blood sugar crashing toward unconsciousness. The continuous buzzing meant crisis level. Every second counted. For 15 seconds that felt like hours, the room held its breath. Then Liam did something nobody expected. He stood up slowly, pulled out his phone with trembling fingers, and dialed 911 right there in front of everyone. 911? I need an ambulance at 1247 Oak Street. My diabetic brother is having an emergency and I'm being prevented from helping him. Keller's mouth dropped open. You cannot, ma'am, Liam continued to the operator, voice steady despite shaking hands. I'm a 17-year-old student at Roosevelt High and my teacher is stopping me from checking on my diabetic brother's emergency alert. The classroom became a theater. Students pulled out phones, some recording, others texting. Keller stood frozen, realizing she'd been outmaneuvered by a teenager who turned her rigid system against her. Within 20 minutes, paramedics had saved Noah from severe diabetic shock. The 911 recording, with Keller's voice clearly audible, refusing to allow medical emergency response, went straight to the school board. Keller was terminated that afternoon. No appeals, no exceptions. The district implemented an emergency contact protocol that same week, requiring all teachers to acknowledge student medical alert systems. Liam Rivera became a legend not for breaking rules, but for knowing exactly when rules needed to be broken.